Were you here yesterday when I was upset? Yeah. Who was I upset about? Who did I miss?
Yeah.
Could you tell me who I was missing? Why was I upset? I lost a friend in 2015 and very, very young, you know, and you know, I know it was 2015, but sometimes memories come back to you and you get emotional, and I had a bit of an episode yesterday, so I was trying to see if they picked up on that. Could you tell me the name of my friend? Who's Ed? Could you tell me who Ed is? I'm making some coffee. I'm making coffee. Emma. Wow. This is crazy. I hope Rob gets to see this. Hello folks. Thought I would show myself on camera this time, but I've just been doing a recording with Rob Hernandez and I'm set up like this, so I decided I would do a session myself and run myself through StreamYard and then record this, so you can actually see me. See if I can. Oh, that's bigger. Right, I'm going to do a session and see how it goes, kind of thing. I don't like myself blowing up that much, but let's see if I can. Right. Would anyone like to come through? We're getting very, very interesting stuff come up while Rob was doing his stream, so I'm trying this for myself, you know. What we have on front of the screen is I have a jar of cat balls. I have two jars. There's one with 1 in it and there's another one with about 9 in it, with the round rod. And the reason why I put the cat balls in the jars is because I wanted to eliminate speaker vibration and stuff like that. So, you know, the cat balls went off during Rob's stream, and basically this is the setup that I had when I was doing the recording on Rob's stream. So I just thought I would sort of keep running with this and do this session, you know, like this, you know. So I'm really sorry that I haven't opened communication in a few days, but if you'd like to come through, it would be absolutely brilliant. So don't be afraid to come through and talk. I'm just having my morning tea here and chilling out. Been recording 3 hours now already. Could you tell me how many's here today? Many's here. Many's come to talk to us today. My name is Sam. I'm really sorry. I haven't let you talk in a couple of days. But if you can come through now, it would be great. You're here. So am I. You're welcome. You're welcome. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Well, if you can't, you wouldn't be responding to me, but... Ben. Who's Ben? Has Ben come to talk to us? Jen, sorry. Jen. Has Jen come to talk to us? You're very welcome. Don't be afraid to talk. I love this box. It's the audio so clean. Do you know? Some of these other boxes actually are very... They give me ear fatigue, you know. And I've been using this box for the last 2 months and it's been great. It's been great. If you can see and hear me, can you tell me how many candles is on the table in front of me here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 4, no, try again. Got crazy responses with this one here. 3, no. Try again. Try again. I'll have to listen to that one back. Thing is, the question, how many, and you get a number that's quite interesting, you know. Now I've had two gold statues in front of the box, and I asked for the colour of it, and they said gold. It's straight clear up. It's been mad the last while. Really, really good, you know. And the recording I done with Rob Hernandez. Rob Hernandez is the guy that actually made the spur box, you know. And I actually might consider getting the RTC Mini, you know, just to have something else to use as well. You know, I have over 20 spur box radios and stuff like that, and I've used this particular box for the last 2 months, you know. Pretty good, you know. Sometimes I use different boxes for variety and stuff like that, but when it comes to communication, if it's not broke, why fix it kind of thing. So that's why I've been using this one, you know. Could you tell me, are you in the spirit world? You know, say spirit if you are in the spirit world, because I'm trying to understand. Were you here yesterday when I was upset? Yeah. Who was I upset about? Who did I miss? Could you tell me who I was missing? Why was I upset? I lost a friend in 2015, and very young, you know, and you know, I know it was 2015, but sometimes memories come back to you, and you get emotional. And I had a bit of an episode yesterday, so I was trying to see if they picked up on that. Could you tell me the name of my friend? It's 11:15. There is traffic noise, unfortunately, and where I've actually moved my setup is a little bit noisier than where it was. So, you know, there's good and bad points kind of to moving the equipment over here, and the traffic noise is the unfortunate bad point about it. But a lot of the time I do recordings at night time when it's quiet, you know. Even though I have triple glazed windows. Just make sure that the door is closed. I'm not comfortable being this close to the camera. I can see how grey I've become. I'm getting old and haggard. God. Can you tell me the colour of my hair? If you can see me and hear me. No, people are making comments on my commenting on my glasses on Brett's stream the other night. These glasses are called CYXUS. They're blue blockers. You know, if you're in front of the computer or television for a long period of time, it blocks out blue light. And it kind of gives your eyes a rest, and it actually helps with sleep as well, because the blue light is the light that will damage your eyes and stuff like that. So I wear those for a couple of hours a day when I'm on front of the computer and stuff. What should I pay for them? I only paid 20 quid for them. Right, I'm distracted from the session. Can you still hear? Can you still hear me?
Wait.
You know, being on front of the camera, people can see my reactions, which is I think a better thing. But I'm not comfortable in front of the camera, to be honest with you. The last 2 months I haven't been on camera at all, except on Brett's stream, really. You know. So I've been doing the session, just recording the box itself. Could you tell me the colour of the lights on the radio, if you can see and hear me? Just bring this into shot. There's 2 of my art pieces. Could you tell me if you're happy?
Just that.
Happy, or are you afraid? Are you sad?
Whistle.
Or do you feel trapped, like sometimes I get? I'm just checking to see if is the camera recording properly. Could you tell me who we've just been talking to? What's his name?
Rob.
Rob. Oh. No. If I heard that correctly, I don't know. I'm nearly sure. The guy that we just recorded, who was on my TV screen doing a Spirit Box session here at my house, is called Rob Fernandez, who made that box. If that was Rob, it sounded like Rob, and that's amazing, you know. We've just been recording for 3 hours. You know, he normally goes on for about 4, but he could have done it this time, you know, so. Very interesting stream, you know. Could you tell me my name? Which I think they just said. What's my name? Do you like talking to me?
No. We will.
Where are we going? 18 minutes.
It's
Do you like speaking to me? And having an opportunity to talk?
after.
Oh, by the way, on front of me I do have a REM pod, but you can see that already. A REM pod and 9 cat balls in jars. The REM pod hasn't gone off in the stream that I just recorded, but the cat balls have. And the reason why I put them in jars is because I'm trying to eliminate the vibration from speakers and stuff. You know, and it was interesting that sometimes the balls would not. He does these little burst sessions, these sessions for a couple of minutes, stops, does another one, and so on. It was interesting that during one or two of those sessions that the balls may have only gone off once. So, you know, and the volume hasn't gone up or anything like that. So it was interesting that way. But, you know, I am basically in a wooden box, and I've stamped my feet. You can see the vibration of the television there, and the cat balls did not go off. So, you know, certainly less vibration from the speakers than that. You know. Spirits. I don't know what should be calling you spirits. But, if there was something to make you happy, what would that be? What would make you really happy? I don't know why I'm leaning towards that microphone, because the audio is going through the screen, but it's not being recorded. It's the camera that's recording all this, so I don't know why I have that. I don't know why I have the microphone here. Could you tell me what day it is? It's Sunday. What day is it? Not a brilliant question to be asking through a radio frequency, because they say the day all the time. We. I did get French on the last recording, actually. Bonjour. And I did get it on the recording before, so I don't know what that's all about. Is there someone from France here? Can you say bonjour for me? Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Je m'appelle Sam. I'm not going to go any further than that, because that's all I learned at school. I certainly wasn't paying attention, because it just was way over my head. Bonjour. smoke. I just what that was on in my head just a second ago. I could see the smoke. I'm smoking too much. Know that. This lockdown has not helped at all. Sitting watching videos, eating and smoking. Could you tell me what the weather is like today? What's it doing outside? For those who are watching, it's RINING. For the last 2 days, it's been awful. What's the weather like outside?
Oh shit.
Is Dave here? Do that in every session now lately. I get a lot of Dave coming through. Morning, noon and night. Monday to Sunday. The only information that I know so far is the response I got was he's dead and protect twice. So we could jump to conclusions, but I'd like to get a little bit more information than that. Who's Dave? Can somebody tell me about Edge and Emma associated with Rob? Who's Ed and Emma?
I think
Oh, the mirror behind me is reflecting off the other mirror that's on the opposite of the room. Some people say that those kind of things you shouldn't put a mirror in front of another mirror, but there's a couple of occasions, a couple of parts of the house where mirrors are facing each other. I'm not having any problems. I'm not quite sure about mirror theories about them being portholes or trapping spirits and stuff like that. Very hard to prove that scientifically, so I take that with a pinch of salt, sort of thing. If you're here, can you turn on the bell that's in front of me with the blue light? I have a bell in front of me with a blue light. Could you switch that on? Could you come towards that? there's an antenna on it. If you touch that, it will go off and show that you're here. It won't hurt you or anything, it'll just show that you're here. Or can you make those balls in those jars flash for me to show that you're here? This is very interesting that the balls have not gone off so far, and I'm into this nearly a half an hour and they've been going off on Rob's stream. And I don't know why. You know, and I'm set up like this for Rob's stream and that. But instead of me being here, it's Rob, you know. And the balls have gone off a couple of times, and we're into this a half an hour and nothing has happened, you know. Can Ed or Emma come through? Associated with Rob? I'm just experimenting with different ways of doing my sessions, you know.
The point.
Could you tell me the name of my dog? My dog is sleeping on its armchair. It's in heat at the moment, so she's doing a lot of crying and whinging. Could you tell me the name of the dog? I'm actually going to... I'm going to top up a coffee and I'll be back in a second. I will continue asking questions. Can David come through? Or Ed?
Ed.
Ed? Yes, Ed. What about Emma? Who's Ed? Could you tell me who Ed is? I'm making some coffee. I'm making coffee.
Emma.
Emma. Wow. This is crazy. I hope Rob gets to see this. Could you tell me? What's this I have on my hand?
Yes.
There's a bit of dust on it. What's this?
Evidence.
It's a car that I don't have the privilege of having a real version in my driveway, unfortunately. This is all I can afford, and I can't drive this. Could you tell me the colour of it? Could you tell me the colour? Was it an Aston Martin DB9? It's a Vanquish, a V12 Vanquish. I've lost count at this stage because there's so many different versions. What's this in my hand with the dirty windscreen? Anyway, I'm going to go over and finish making my coffee here. Right, can you tell me about Ed or Emma? Associated with Rob?
Doctor.
Rob is in California. I'm in Ireland. Rob is getting the Ed and Ed, but also coming through my box. So could you tell me about Ed or Emma? Gone into this 36 minutes. Excuse me. I'm back into this after a couple of days of a rest. I wasn't in the mood to do sessions for the last number of days, so I just stopped. That's why I apologised at the beginning of the session that I didn't give them an opportunity to come through and talk. So I am very sorry, but you can talk today, and you're very welcome.
Are you?
Yes, you're welcome. I bought those blue lights for you as a present. I hope you like them. Do you like those lights? That light up when you talk? No, just in case anybody's new to the channel, I don't do celebrity spirit box sessions like Michael Jackson or these famous people. I don't do that. Do you know, you've Michael Jackson, you've got Paul Walker, Johnny Cash. The reason why I'm mentioning that is I'm hoping the Spurs will copy me. Very, very sad to hear that the Formula One commentator Murray Walker passed away yesterday, and he was part of my childhood actually, because I've been watching Formula One since I was a kid, and the cars have been so much different throughout the ages, but his voice added to that excitement, and I don't know what happened, but he recently passed away, and I would be very, very I'd be very, very angry if I see Spurs box session on Murray Walker. will be pretty pissed, and I will be giving it hell in the comments. I've no time for that kind of stuff at all. But I just mentioned these people's names in case the Spurs have a habit, sometimes do copy what you do say, you know. Do you know when you're doing a session as well? Sometimes when you talk in general, they sometimes add to your conversation. They sometimes kind of join in. Or sometimes when there's more than one communicator, they communicate with each other, and sometimes they copy actually what they say. So, you know, you don't have to turn the Spurt box on and constantly ask questions. You don't have to do that all the time, you know. In fact, try different activities in your house. Say you're doing a job around the house, you know, even washing your dishes, you know, see will they react to you while you're washing your dishes, or, you know, doing some other chore or another job that you're doing. If you have the Spurt box on, see will they react to what you're doing, you know. Could you tell me? I'm not doing an advertisement, but I'm sort of am. I love this top. I don't have merch. I'm not into doing merch. But Spurs, could you tell me what's on my jumper, which is covered in dog hair? What's on my jumper? The camera's opposite to me, so what's on my jumper? What does it say? It says order of magnitude, the paranormal and personal. Are you able to say that? Order of magnitude. His name is Riley. Can you see it right? I hope you can hear me.
Negative. It's my
Oh, I done a
either.
Brett, or above Paranormal, started up his streams again, and he was kind enough to invite me back on. I used to be on his shows and stuff, and we've had our first one back in a long time on Friday because Brett's computer needed upgrading, so we built a new one, and you know, it's now up and running and that. So big massive thanks to Brett for letting me back on. And it's great. It's great being able to talk to somebody directly, you know, because sometimes it's lonely here, you know, and it's a good community. It's a good small community. We discuss the paranormal and we answer questions because people like our opinions and that, and opinions is what we give, and the possible theories, you know, and you know we keep it honest and truthful. We'll answer questions in the best way we can, you know. You know, but you know, a lot of questions in the paranormal we can't answer. We can just give an opinion or a theory on it, you know. But certainly the last couple of months I've been blown away by this box. I really have, especially after putting in the line out. I can hear it better. I can hear it better than that, you know. Oh, some of my candles have gone out. I've been sort of lately trying to focus in getting into the paranormal to watch, because I've unsubscribed to most of what I've subscribed to the last couple of years. Gradually I've just unsubscribed from a lot of them. There's only a few now that I will watch. And the thing about YouTube is the entertainment channels and the ones that are attracting the viewers and stuff, they're always going to be ahead of people doing real stuff and doing it in a scientific kind of way. It doesn't attract as much viewers, and therefore they're difficult to find, you know. So, you know, I am trying to find the small communities and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm open to suggestions, folks. I really am. Look, I have some of my coffee here. Sam, yes, that's me. You don't have to whisper. I can hear you. That was interesting, and I'll be interested to listen to that back. I know you said. The the whispers we got in Rachel's house were very interesting. You know, we got a help me a whisper, and then was asking about them to come through and talk. And I got this posh female voice in. No. That was crazy, you know? You know, why do I do this? Why do I do sessions, a lot of sessions? A session can just unexpectedly, it can shock you and surprise you, you know? And certainly I've experienced that over the last 2 months. It's been crazy. And when you get responses so clear, you just want more, you know? And I feel like I have a responsibility to open communications regularly and let the communicators talk, whatever those communicators are, I don't know. We can make pictures in our head, but they're just pictures. We can imagine what this world is like that we're communicating with. But my guess is we're probably completely wrong, you know? Wrong about how they communicate and where they are. You know, all these number of theories, like, you know, are there invisible spirits walking around us all the time, or is there another parallel universe that's on a different frequency? Like I said before, when you switch from one TV channel or one radio channel to another and you don't hear the other channel, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist anymore. It's still running. Very, very interesting that the cat balls haven't gone off at all. Because they went off a number of times during Rob's stream, you know. Rob does Spirit Box sessions, and I think he was at the same sort of impression that I have about people asking about loved ones, but he lets them do it with interesting results. So you know, even though I'm not comfortable doing that and I don't understand, he does it to see what might happen, and there has been interesting results around that. Having said that, I've done sessions for a long time. There's people that I would like to contact, and I have to say never once have I actually contacted anybody that belonged to me that has passed away. You know, and that is why I just let whatever is coming true to come true, you know. I'm about to kill this Spirit Box session now by asking, could you tell me what your world is like? What is your world like? Because I can't see you. 53 minutes we're on, folks. I'm sorry I'm not doing this live. I just don't have the do you know your confidence goes up and down? Lately my confidence has been way down. Even coming out and doing this today is a big step, because I went on a downward slope where I done sessions and I was not on camera, so I'm probably greyer than I was when I was last on. Want to ask about Ed or Emma again? Associated with Rob. Or the pictures, you see your pictures in the mirror? That's 4 copies of the fairy photos. Do you know? And I actually have Arthur Conan Doyle's book on the fairy photos. Do you know? Dream. That's it, kiss me. I don't know. Kiss me or miss me.
After see.
Could you give me any evidence of the existence of ghosts? I just thought I would put that out there. I'm looking for reactions. Or spirits. Or gnomes or fairies or elementals. Can you tell me any about any of those things?
Is that?
If you were calling me, I'm here. But it says I don't know. I've been recording for the last 4 hours. It's mad. Hey, how are you? Do ghosts exist? And spirits? Thank God the dog's asleep. The last 2 days I had to put up with crying. She's in heat and she just crying and whinging constantly, and I don't know. I don't know what kind of pain to go through when in heat. I don't know. I feel sorry for her. But at the same time we're in lockdown and I have to put up with the noise. But, you know. She's been very tired lately too. She has had 2 litters of pups. And 2 of them pups went to a friend's house in Belfast. And that friend lives in a house that used to be belonged to an engineer that worked on the Titanic. And she did ask me way before the lockdown to come down and do some investigating down there. She says not that there's been anything major happening down there, but sort of feelings of different energy and stuff like that. But because of the lockdown, we can't go there, sort of thing. So that could be something we will tackle in the future when we get out of this mess we're in. I hope we have a summer. I miss the beach. Do you like the beach? It wouldn't be nice today because it's pissing rain. Do you like the beach or the forest? I like beaches and forest. Oh, I'll show you something that I've been working on. Oh, yeah. I hope we don't spill them all now. But I've been working on polishing rocks. I've got a rock polisher. Some very interesting rocks in here. There's a red one in here. It looks brown on the camera, but it's actually red, a dark red. What else have I got? Oh yes. Got one here that looks like it's got a piece of silver in it or something, or some sort of a metal. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but can you see the shade of green in it as well? You see the little glitter on the top of it? That's made into the rock. You can see a reflection of green on it. Certainly there's one or two stones in here that has a tinge of green, which could be some kind of copper or something. Well, what else have I got? Oh, I've got a spotty stone. Where is it?
It's rock.
It's rock, is right. Don't know why I shouldn't have just went live. There's one, it's green with yellow speckles on it. Do you see that? And I've a green one with kind of... No, that's not polished properly. What else have I got? They're all different colours, like. There's, well, not all different colours, but... It's very interesting what nature can do. But that's a kind of a little brown one. A kind of a biscuit brown. Do you know, I have a rock tumbler and I put these through the tumbler. But I actually didn't want them perfectly round, if you know what I mean. I like a little bit of natural shape to them. There's a flat one in here with interesting colours in it. Where is it? Do you like me rock? Do you like me stones? There is There is white stones here with little streaks of brown in it, and what I think the brown is actually pieces of iron, you know. You see little bits of streaks of iron and stuff. A lot of these stones do have fractures through them, so you know, I'll keep searching to try and get one that can be completely transparent. But when you get a lot of rocks, there's fractures in them and it stops it being completely transparent. So I'd love at some stage to get one with no fractures. There's this other rock that I wanted to show you and I flipping lost it now. A flat rock. I am concentrating on the session. I just want to see if I can get a reaction to what I'm talking about. Do you like my collection of rocks? Oh, there it is. There's a streak of green in it. You see it's a bit pitted there, but they polished up pretty well too, like.
Yes, sir.
You see how shiny they are? You know, like I says, I don't want them completely perfect. Do you know? And that's one of my larger ones. Do you know? I didn't actually polish them in the rock tumbler. I actually used the. I used to use one of them Dremels. One of these with that. It's a sandpaper sort of disc on it, but the sandpaper. Well, the sandpaper is kind of like a fabric sandpaper, if you know what I mean. And it's kind of worn down to the cloth, and that what I used to polish, you know. I must order some more of those. Could you tell me, are you in the room with us? Are you in my house? Oh, 1 hour and 7 minutes. Are you in my house? Yes or no? Yeah, they're in my house. I'm not alone, folks. Where are you in my house? What colour are my chairs? What colour are my chairs? Could you tell me? Oh look, Robert is still here from my stream on Friday night. Woo. That's my baby Robert from the museum. I actually bought a teddy bear that was sitting in this rocking chair. I wanted the rocking chair so I could have Robert a seat to sit on. I think he's cool. What's that?
When I
Do you like Robert?
wait,
Little Robert. I keep him in a glass case so it keeps his coat from getting cigarette smoke and dust and stuff like that. Wee Robert. Can you say Robert if you can see this? He's a cool little dude. Huh? Here we go, that's the motor of the chair. Wee Robert and his little teddy bear. Aren't you cool? And that actually it came from the museum where the real Robert is held, you know. Oh, I did mention on that stream on Friday night my thoughts on Robert and Annabelle. Annabelle the doll. The problem is, right? People come to visit these dolls, right? And then they claim to have an accident on the way home or a mishap over the next couple of months. But the question is, what would that be in comparison to coming home from Walmart or Tesco's? What would be if you took the same amount of people that left the museum and had mishaps and the same amount of people that left Walmart or Tesco's and had mishaps, would there be much of a difference? And the people leaving the museums where these dolls are kept or whatever, especially in Robert's case, they're seeing these letters. People is right. These people, they see these letters all over the walls saying, "Sorry, Robert, for disrespecting you. Do you know? Can you please lift your curse?" So that is putting stuff into the person's mind. So if they go home and trip on the stairs after visiting the museum, they, in a lot of cases, might blame Robert for that. If you know where I'm coming from. Do you know? I think it's important to think logically about some of these things, even though there's some things that in the paranormal that logic is hard to find, you know? I hope the spirits added something to that conversation. Do you like my Robert? And Annabelle? Annabelle's over there too, looking creepy. There you go. Here you go. Oh. Which is a replica. There's nothing haunted about these dolls. They're just replicas. There's Annabelle. Can you say Annabelle? Can you see Annabelle? Absolutely nothing haunted about this doll whatsoever, as far as I'm concerned. Even though there was claims about this one, which I can't remember because I don't take people's stories into account. I want to experience stuff for myself. Could you tell me the colour of the doll's hair? What colour is Annabelle's hair? Annabelle lives in a suitcase at the moment because I can't get a case big enough for it.
Pardon?
I don't like to leave them out because I do sometimes smoke in the house and I don't want them damaged. There, Annabelle, sit in your chair there.
What?
Could you tell me the colour of the doll's hair? 1 hour and 14 minutes. I normally do this for about a half an hour because lately I'm getting a lot of these energy things, but not today for some reason.
The spot. No.
Could you tell me what town we are in?
This one.
Excusez-moi. S'il vous plaît.
Okay. Question.
Question.
Person.
Person.
Boy.
Ask any question you want. I'm here to answer your question. If you want to ask a question, ask the question. Instead of me asking the question, why don't you ask the question and I'll answer it. Oh, by the way, nobody tell me that there's faces in the mirror, because that will just freak me out. Actually, it wouldn't. Actually, I don't know what way I'd feel about it. I'd probably be more intrigued than anything else.
What? Awesome.
Could you tell me, does Dave protect me? Or am I supposed to protect Dave? I'm trying to understand that. One of the bowls, one of the 9 bowls in the jar has just gone off. For what reason? I just don't know. Could you do that again for me while you're here? Well, that was great, if that was you. So you just try to eliminate or reduce vibration by putting them in a jar. But it's funny that I've been recording for a whole hour and not a single ball has gone off until now. Could you do that again if that was you? Make a ball flash for me in the jar.
Anger. Program.
All my candles have burnt out except 2. Or is it 3? It's 3. Or 2. Because they have been going for about 5 hours. And they weren't new candles when I left them. I was asking about Dave. Is Dave protecting me, or am I supposed to protect Dave? I don't understand that. I need you to tell me, if you can.
Warning. No.
No.
Me too. What?
1 hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to start winding this up now because I know I don't go on for this long. There's the bulb going off again. Interesting. I'm going to stamp on the floor again. That's not... well... but I haven't been moving about. And when it did go off, it wasn't... maybe I should have just stayed still. Because I'm staying still now. Can you make the ball go off again for me? Is that you? Can you do that again for me? See, when I stamp the floor, the whole place moves. Because I'm in a wooden box. Inside a brick shell. Interesting tonight, I haven't felt the static in my fingers and feet and stuff like that. But we were still getting interesting stuff come up, you know. You've got a couple of minutes to say what you need to say, and I'll let you talk instead of me talking all the time. Then I have to go. Is there any message you want to give us?
See, Frank. Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to say goodbye. And thanks for coming through. And I'm sorry it's been a few days.
With it. On. We have.
Can you say goodbye to me before I finish up here?
Because. Let's go. Friend. You go.
I want to thank everybody that took the time to watch this recording. You know, on my channel we do spirit box sessions, and we use radio frequencies. You know, we keep it simple and transparent, and you know, if anybody has any questions about what I'm doing, and you know, any doubts or anything like that, you know, I'm always available in the comments, you know, to answer questions and stuff like that. But big massive credit to the communicators or spirits, whatever you want to call them. I don't take any credit for this at all. And you know, the other credit I would like to give is actually Rob Hernandez, who built this particular spirit box, which I find absolutely fantastic. Been using it now for some time, and it's been an interesting journey, so you know, it's been brilliant, you know. Spirits, I have to go.
Wait.
I have to go. Can I speak to you later on? I heard beeping outside. I was just wondering, is the mobile shop about? We do have a mobile shop. A shop in a van. Will you come to me later on if I do?
Please.
If I turn the radio on again, will you come back and talk to me again?
Swear.
Right, I'm going. It's been a long morning of recording between Rob's stream and mine. If Rob's stream hasn't gone out, it will be out. If it's not out already, it will be out, you know, in the next day or two. It's actually, I think it was 3 hours actually. It was 3 hours, and Rob was on his stream, which you will see on the television screen, and in his house he was running a radio with a reverse audio circuit, which is different than a reverse pedal. It's a completely different thing altogether. But I asked him about it, and everything was coming out backwards, but yet he was getting responses. And the last couple of weeks have been very, very interesting. But this week and last week, you know, yes, really, he's been running Spurt Box sessions, and he's been encouraging us to turn on our RTC boxes and see what we come through for us. So the reason why I recorded those to put them out and that was that Rob could, along with seeing his own Spurt Box session, he could see what was coming through on my Spurt Box and that. And when I put out the video, I put out the link to the original video, so you can see and hear his stream with his Spurt Box alone. That won't be with my Spurt Box, but my recording has his Spurt Box running in reverse and my Spurt Box running like this here. So it's been an interesting sort of an experiment that we've been doing for the last 2 weeks, and it's been very interesting. So I'll see you in the next video, folks. I'm going to go. Bye. Can you say goodbye? Might be, I don't know. Goodbye. Right, see ya. Thank you very much for watching, folks.